real life. It's real life. What you gotta say? Ain't no games being played. We on a mission, so it's.
Well, some say sex sells, and in that case, the knowledge is free 99.
I lay wigs and bitches, so don't play.
You gotta be quick when you enter my court. Next.
I'm an acquired taste, so if you don't like it, acquire some taste.
I'm the royal king of this castle. I ordered some breadsticks. I ordered some cheeses as well. I like cheese. Okay, it's so great to meet you finally.
Great to meet you as well. So today I'm meeting up with Jerome for the first time. And I didn't know what to expect. I was just invited out to a non-profit organization group. I was a little nervous. I was a little scared. But I didn't know what to expect. She was actually maybe my second or third trans woman that I actually had a interaction with, an encounter with, I guess. What's going on with the dating?
Well, I was dating.
How long ago was that?
I'm freshly out, but I said like a month ago. So,
how long was y'all dating?
2 years. It was like on and off.
What's going on?
Tried to find with you.
So was he a gay or was
he was more open, but he was more in. Why I say he was more open because he didn't care, you know, about going out with me and, you know, doing stuff. But also he was trying to hide too. He was trying to hide from his family, his parents. And
how'd you deal with that? I can't deal with that no more.
I mean, it's
because we hide in the closet for 18 years. We did it. And it's like, why would I want to be with somebody else that's not comfortable with themselves yet? And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't get comfortable with myself. I graduated at 18. I didn't come out until I was 18, until after I graduated high school. Of course, they probably knew I was gay. I was getting called back in the career all the time. But I didn't get comfortable with myself until I was 21 years old.
Yeah. I got comfortable with myself freshly out of high school. Once I moved out of my parents' house.
Hello.
I got wow.
So we got on into the conversation. We was asking about our personal life and, you know, all that good stuff. His boyfriend and my boyfriend and the exes that I had, they're all in Texas. So
how was the group? How was the group?
What group? No play. Child. Let me see. What I want to start with first. You know what? I'm gonna start with Jerome. Jerome is our athletic, he's our tennis player. We're trying to get more blacks to come do tennis. A lot of blacks don't do tennis, so they're not privileged to do it. So we're trying to get them to do it. And he does it. So he has like the athletic body. So he's our athletic one or whatever. He does all that. Well, as he was describing the group to me when I first met him, I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what to expect. I just had my guard up, and I had to know I had to learn to stay. I had to stay in place. I don't want to jump off too tough. I don't want to jump off too hard. I just had to sit back and examine for myself. But like I said, it was very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
Definitely come and tonight. It's going to be very educational, very informative information. You're going to get to meet everybody, get your own opinion about everybody. It's going to be fun. And just, my thing I always tell people when they meet this group, bring your shade bag with you so you can bring out all your tricks. Because I always bring my shade.
I'm bringing the pantry.
I bring a couple. Kwanzza.
Hey.
Hi, everybody. Kwanzza, yeah. You can today, listen right here, and you can just introduce everybody can just introduce yourself to Kwanzza.
Hi, Kwanzza.
Oh, whatever.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I have my own hair salon.
Where the Alabama people at? Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh.
And
I was high on that side.
I does hair, I does makeup, hair wigs, I do it all.
Okay.
We love to see.
I just need to.
Okay.
Oh, you just need
Are you thinking about like transitioning here to Atlanta?
I am, but I'm not. I don't want to.
I did that. I did it for like a year where I worked down here and lived in Birmingham. I just moved in here like 2 months ago.
I want to go higher than.
Yeah, Atlanta.
Exactly.
It's a different song.
But Atlanta is definitely, I'm going to agree with Melissa. Atlanta is definitely a great stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? Once you get past, Atlanta is a lot of networking, first of all. Once you can get people that you can connect with, you can get in the door. Atlanta is a very great stepping stone, for real. I'm going to give it that, especially with us black folks.
Appeared in the room, everybody's face was like, wow. Like, a transgender has just walked into the room, and I seen it on their faces, on everybody's face.
And walked Kwanzza. And so I'm like, oh, she's pretty. You know, like from first meeting her, I got a really good vibe from her. I like Kwanzza. Like I genuinely like her. She was put together, her hair was done, she had her Chanel brooch, which I always live for. I live for a good brooch. And she seemed to be very articulate. So I was like, okay, yes. Come on, girl, come on in the room, sit down, let's have a kiki.
She is a transgender woman, right? So she's going from male to female, and she's going to do the transition and everything. Wow. And I met her because like I said, we got a lot of things going for Black Pride, and I'm trying to do the awareness, because like y'all know me, and we've been talking about the T and LGBT, and y'all know I don't really know much about them. You know, not them, but they are people, not just like that. I was no disrespect, but you know what I'm saying? I'm learning more. Yeah. So me and her was talking, and like I said, the tranny word is like calling us faggots and queers and sissies, like you said. And so I'm like, that's new to me, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, my friends and me, we wasn't, even though we had a whole gay community, we still don't know. So, and I brought her on because I want her to tell her story, because I think she would be a great asset for us as well to use when we do our gay pride on Sunday. We could do transgender awareness as well. And she can voice her opinion about that. And I'm trying to get her to show her story about how she's going from male to female. And I think, like I told her, I think that's a big step for even coming out of the house, doing that. So I think she definitely should tell her story, because there's little girls, little boys out there.
I'm very comfortable of telling anything about the transgender life in Tuscaloosa. Well, I had built the nerves up, you know, be like, I don't give a fuck what nobody say it's me. I'm paying my bills, I'm doing all this, I'm doing all that. So it doesn't matter, you know, what nobody say. If anybody asks me, I will tell them.
So we're about to get started. This is why I invite you guys here. We're about to get right to the point. So I want everybody, I got your pen and paper card, right? I want you to write down your mission. 1 minute to do it though. Put it in the most shortest form ever. 1 minute. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
This is the worst countdown.
So, it's okay though. What you have, brother?
You want me to go first?
Yep.
I said lessons with Jerome to bring stress relief, new talent and knowledge, sport, competition, and fitness to those who would not ordinarily be able to afford it through chance.
See, you got it. You go, brother.
I know you from somewhere. I said developing, cultivating, and pursuing genuine passion and form of self-expression.
Gotcha. Gerald.
I just got opened up my nonprofit organization, and I got to talking to.
I said mission.
Oh, that is my mission.
What you want to do? Opening it up is not a mission.
Well, okay, my mission. I got one. Then I want to talk to more. I wasn't ready for the question. Believe.
What you doing?
Disqualified.
Kwanzza,
Open 3 hair salons.
that's your mission?
I already have one.
That's busy, baby. You didn't say mission. I said non-profit mission. Non-profit mission. Not for.
So he doesn't mean anything?
Okay. Y'all heard me. So, go Malik. No, you know what? You disqualified. He was right. He started second about it. Yeah, you was one second. No,
I was writing it. It was just.
Come on, Jamie.
I ain't finished on paper, but I know it. So Empowering Brothers Incorporated.
Read what you wrote.
I wrote Empowering Brothers Incorporated.
Non-profit mission. It should be something that you can articulate very fast. Imagine doing a fundraiser, and someone want to give you $1 million, and you have to go on the phone and tell them what your mission is. You think I would want to give to you?
The OnlyFans thing comes up. Malik's OnlyFans thing come up, and honestly, I thought about bringing up the OnlyFans thing to Malik because he and I are close. We're a lot closer than the other guys, and so for me, it made sense for me to bring it up. Like, hey, girl, this link dropped. What's going on? What's tea? What's going on? What's going on? But in the fashion that it was brought up, I just thought I was not with that. So me and Malik ended up talking a little later that day, and I'm like, hey girl, this is what's tea.
Go ahead, Malik. Anyways, go back to it. Like we said, we seen the picture, we all seen it. We just want to know what was going on. You got the OnlyFans, congratulations. That was it.
That's not how.
What's the handle on that thing? What's the username?
That's it.
What's the username?
I mean, I went on the OnlyFans. I couldn't get it. I guess I had to pay for it, but I couldn't
Look, can I write the username down?
I just want to know what inspired you to do that OnlyFans. Because I know you had mentioned before about don't be surprised if you see an OnlyFans link drop. Okay, well, bitch, I'm gonna share it. But
Yeah. I mean, for the past couple of years, I've been an activist around HIV. So my brand really consists of being sex positive and sexual expression. So, it's the only I do. I have OnlyFans. I have a whole lot of money and,
go on his Instagram.
And the link
It's in the bio.
oh, you bold with it.
That's all.
That's what I was gonna say.
I mean, my brand has been around promoting healthy sex and, sexual health. So is this the OnlyFans just just really made sense for the whole brand?
So was you over there at the Claremont when you did this OnlyFans thing? Cause I saw one of the pictures and it said you tagged it at the Claremont.
Yeah, I actually like the hotel.
What's the Claremont?
The Claremont is where they be getting busy.
More than
What you want to ask?
I didn't know this. This ain't shade.
Well, that's what I heard. That's where people go and they have sex, they have fun. That's what they do. Cause they got a strip club out there with old people.
I just know that bathroom was really sickening.
Sickening in a good way or a bad way?
No, it was a good one.
A bad way.
That he did,
I didn't think the Claremont was a sex motel. I mean, it's like $200 a night. So
I mean, that's what a lot of people do. OnlyFans prostitutes, everybody got people think
more than that for sex.
Exactly, for the hotel. I mean, like I said, that's what I heard. I don't hear nothing else classy about Claremont. I just heard it was about sex.
I hear old
that's what I hear.
fans with their titties up in that bitch.
Exactly.
What has been a highlight since you started your OnlyFans?
Because we know we got a lot of questions for that.
And how do you choose?
Outside, my bank account going ding. I really feel like that it's going to give me an avenue to really connect more with people who's already been following my journey from the very beginning. So my journey has been a part of social media since I started. I've came out over social media being HIV positive. So social media really helped me. Even before me making that post, I connected with other people who were positive through social media. Because coming from Birmingham and Alabama, I'm sure you can attest. HIV and even sex, talking about sex is very like taboo and unheard of. So, you know, that's always been a part of my whole journey in like letting people into my story. So, the OnlyFans thing is just gonna add to the brand, and
I honestly wanted to know. I honestly did want to know. But I think I also took the bullet for the group because I feel like, girl, had one of these other girls brought it up, it would have been fireworks. It would have been like, you know, and I didn't want to give that. But also, I honestly wanted to know because he did mention it. He mentioned, hey, girl, if you see a link drop, girl, don't be surprised. Okay, girl, I'm thinking you just keep in. The link actually dropped. Girl, we'll see. I want to know. And so did the other girls.
after the whole nonprofit seminar, Jamie basically let me know that it was a conversation that was had between him and Gerald off camera, that if anybody was to bring up this whole OnlyFans situation, it should be Jamie. And honestly, when Jamie was explaining this to me, it made so much more sense, because I was sitting at the table like, really? Like, Jamie, you want to know this? Like, girl, you could have called me, you got my number, like, girl, listen. So it was just kind of off-putting that he said, you know, he was the one who wanted to know more about the information, when in the past, when the OnlyFans topic had been brought up, Gerald had so much to say about it.
Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy, Sir Kim Gianni, giving you the real sweet tea right here on Real Life Reality. Of course, from the yellow chair. Once again, coming to you with last week, raw, real, and ridiculous of these cast members on Real Life and Philanthropy. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it. We coming in with the raw, real, and ridiculous for the raw. This week, we have Mr. Jamie. Jamie got the raw this week because Jamie really touched my heart. He had a raw heart this week. Jamie had a raw heart. Jamie actually went out and worked. Jamie feels and gives to me that he is actually the heart of this group, and he's the one that actually going to bring this group back together on some type of common sense level. Jamie went out and he did what he had to do. He brought the kids down to the Jason's Deli. He had an event and he was showing them different type of networking styles and communications that we can do within the COVID-19 era and being safe within this pandemic. So I greatly appreciated that from Jamie. Coming in with the real this week, you guys may be a little surprised, but coming in with the real this week, we have chosen a tie. There's a tie coming in with the real. We would say Mr. Gerald Wallace and also Mr. Maliek Yuseef. And I know a lot of people wonder why there's a tie. There's a tie because I feel like Gerald and Maliek both were being real after they come out from down at Jason Deli. They had sat down at the damn table and they started having a discussion, and it was a very petty discussion, Gerald, but it was a discussion in regards to when they was over at the boy house. Zay had them locked out the call box and all this. They started talking about Apollo. And Gerald felt some type of way that Maliek was talking about Apollo phone, so he decided to bring it up to Maliek. And I thought it was very real for Gerald to bring it up to Maliek and not go behind Maliek back. But at the same time, Maliek still was being very real. Maliek wasn't trying to backpedal, as people were saying to me. It's just the fact that this is a petty conversation. I just had to fight through the traffic to get to where I'm going. And then y'all bitches want to come up to bring up somebody damn iPhone versus a damn Android. Very petty, but I guess I felt both you guys was being real. So moving along to our ridiculous almost ridiculous moment from last week, I have to give it. I have to say it, and you should already know you're going to get it for both being the most ridiculous this week. Gerald. Mr. Gerald Wallace, you was chosen the ridiculous this week. You was nominated ridiculous this week because of this right here. Gerald. But what is this? We can't be nobody king of the castle with suspenders and an elastic strap shorts on. Your shorts got elastic straps on them around the waist. So why in the hell you got suspenders? Like, you can't, how come we can't be nobody's king of the castle with suspenders and elastic waist shorts? Now, Gerald, that's not gonna work. If you thinking that's gonna work, then the whole damn house, the whole damn castle gonna burn down. You know, Buckingham Palace gonna burn down. wins the palace, gonna burn down. No, bitch, lesson be learned before you wear this ridiculous look right here again. Girl, no ma'am, that's a child. No ma'am, we're not gonna do that. We can't be no king in doing that right there, sweetie. But you guys, once again, that was my raw, real, and ridiculous for this week of Real Life and Philanthropy. Make sure you guys check up every week. I am boy Sir Kim Gianni. Thank you for watching.
She off to better things. I lost the only one that ever helped me elevate. She only wanted people around that could definitely be looking all cute. Thinking in my head like that one.
I am Caribbean. Oh, I guess I consider myself the Black trans Paris Hilton. I'm like kind of like a little socialite. I love going out, meeting new people. So I call myself like a little socialite of Atlanta. Hey, what's going on Facebook? Girl, I'm about to go out here to the club, I guess. What's poppin'? What's going on with you? Been doing my makeup a little bit. Girl, The girls are out today. Yes, I just did a little something. A little cute little top that I got on. It's cute. Some cute shorts.
If you try me, shit get rocky, yeah. Get your home touch on your body, yeah. Watch you while you ride it, yeah. Hold you down and right, yeah. Stick by you, never lied, yeah. Ooh, tell me what's
I invited the event and they had bottles like on the tables, but they didn't want us to touch them. So that was like the first thing. Contagious was really absent from the event. Like, I know he was probably buzzing around, like still probably getting stuff set up or whatever the case was, but I didn't see him but a couple times in totality when I got there. And one of the times when I had got there, I had just walked in and he was like, oh, put this shirt on, put this shirt on, put this shirt on. And I was like, okay, you know, I'll put the shirt on, but you asked me for my size for the shirt and this is not the size shirt that I had requested. Ready, be ready.
Oh, I can be over there too. And you ready?
Oh, this is over there.
Where y'all need to be? I tell you, y'all need to be.
Oh, right here? Okay. Just let me know what to do.
Hey, man. So you my man? Do you want your man? Do you want your man?
Y'all in the club. Y'all all been there. Yeah, that's why you can't dance anyway. See? Because I am. Like this. That's sitting in the back of my throat. Ooh. You know? I don't. I don't. Ain't my ass is about a meter. Are they in the shot too? Y'all better get on this. Y'all better get on each other's hands. Get this game. Get this game. Get this game. Yes, that's it. One time, come on. Get it out. Come on. Get it. Y'all know, man. Y'all talk.
So we were gonna all do this commercial and we're all gonna be like dancing, but was there music or not? I think there was music for some of the takes and not music for some of them. And then I remember Xavier had jumped up on that table.
Shit behind cameras and behind the doors, nobody want to say nothing. Yes, yo, that shit irritates the shit out of me.
I got invited to the Contagious Clove photo video shoot, and I'm really excited that Tristan invited me.
When I got there, I was a little bit late because, you know, listen, I'm still dealing with traffic. That's gonna be my excuse. Y'all just get used to hearing it. I'm dealing with the traffic, honey. It's all over Atlanta.
You know, when people walk out the door, when people walk out the door, walk out the scenes, people want to talk about people behind the scenes and don't want to say nothing. Like, that shit is starting to really bother me. You got a lot to say, and don't nobody ever want to say nothing. People want to be fake, people want to be extra, people want to do extra shit. Like, that shit is starting to get on my damn nerves.
Probably nothing to say.
Nothing to say. Nothing.
Who is y'all?
People kill somebody. Oh my God.
Are you saying me? Because I don't talk about you.
He was already running his mouth behind the scenes. And I didn't like the fact that he was running his mouth. And I was already getting upset. And then he said something about, what did he say? Something about I'm surprised Gerald didn't have nothing to tell you about my Onlyfans. Bitch, I didn't want to say nothing about your Onlyfans. I was tired of the Onlyfans. I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired about it. You don't make no money. You don't have no fans on there. The only thing you trying to do is get a hope. You trying to get hope.
Okay, so just separate that.
He wants to have a conversation with yours truly. So he wanted to pick an argument with me. And you know, it seems like at this point, I don't know if it's jealousy, I don't know what it is, but it seems like every time
The group, we're still getting to know each other, and I think it was like a little bit of a personality clash, kind of like, because we were starting to find out that Malika was saying a whole lot about us behind the scenes, but then when it comes to the camera, it's not a whole lot being said. And so I think that for both me and Gerald, we feel like if you're gonna say something about us, at least have enough confidence or have enough respect to say it to us.
And all that fake shit and all that behind the scenes, and Gerald got so much to say about everything.
Maliek came from my road dog, Jerome, because I could have sworn, if I'm not mistaken, when we was sitting there, Maliek said that, I want to say Maliek was like, Jerome has always got something to say about somebody leaving. He said something in that effect. Jerome said something, no, my chance, because I told Jerome, Jamie, Apollo, Maliek got one more fucking time to cross me, and I'm going to go off. That event was it.
Yeah, but anyways,
who are we talking about?
You good. You right where you need to be.
And off camera. I wasn't, let's be clear. Number one, I wasn't talking about nobody. Period.
You know, since we talking about people who have been talking, you've been talking about me. So Gerald brought this to Maliek.
I heard somebody sit there and said that Jerome, did you want to say something about somebody leaving? You just said that Maliek about him, but Maliek, did you say something about me leaving as well when I left? Did you have something to say about me always talking crazy too? Or had something to say?
When you left when?
That day, that you talking about when he left, when I was talking to my friend. Did you have something to say when I left? Like always, had something to say when Gerald walked out the room. Did you have something to say?
I did have something to say.
I
said what I said.
I think you did have
something to say. I was having a conversation with Jamie.
I think what you said was that Gerald seemed like Gerald wanted to be the one bringing up the Onlyfans.
Right, because
Gerald
I was
like,
told,
I was told, and Gerald did not say anything. Like I'm still talking. Like I said, it's working for somebody. I'm still talking. Let me talk. I wasn't finished talking. Well, you want to hear? But I wasn't finished talking, y'all. I wasn't finished talking. Let me finish talking first.
Okay.
You about to be a Southern Belle. Be nice. And listen, that's the problem.
Are you done?
That's why I write so motherfucking that. I'm trying to be nice to your mother. You don't have to. All you do is run your motherfucking mouth. That's all you do.
You don't have to be nice.
I'm so tired of you. I'm so tired of you.
Be real.
Bitch, don't tell me this. I will try anything on this motherfucker. Bitch, you got me fucked up.
Be real.
Now, tell me that now.
Do you want to hear what I said?
I don't want to hear shit you got to say.
Right. So
I don't want to hear shit you got to say. I don't want that shit you got to say. Don't bring it up.
I said what I said.
You got something to say.
I said what I said. If I had something to say to you, I would say it to me.
Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. I swear to God.
I wasn't talking to you.
All you do is run your mouth. Shut the fuck up.
I wasn't talking to you to begin with.
No more clout.
I wasn't talking to you to begin with.
You are so
you wanted a moment and you got it.
Bitch, I get
you
moments
wanted a
every
moment
day.
and you got it.
I get moments
you wanted a moment and you got it.
I get moments every day. Get your moment, bitch. The only moment you get
you wanted a moment and you got it.
And this is definitely not giving you no time, bitch. Motherfucking $7 we only spent on that 6 people on that motherfucker, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Talking to me, dumbass.
You wanted a moment and you got it.
Bitch, I'm gonna get moments.
Where is your career? Malika, where is your anything? You, in your first seeing you talk about your car being stolen. You talk about OnlyFans not making no money. So where's your career? And what is it that you do besides tell everybody that you have HIV? So I'm sorry.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 moments, bitch. I got it, bitch. Bitch, you, just cause you was drugged up in the bed, just got up, bitch. Stop talking to me, bitch. Stop talking to me, bitch. Stop talking to me. You're done.
That's what you came here to do.
You're canceled, bitch. I'm done.
No, you're done.
Bitch, you're canceled.
No,
bitch.
you're done.
You're canceled, bitch. Stop talking to me.
Where's your career? Where's your business?
Bitch, where's your career? Bitch, where's your career? Where's yours? Where's yours? You're not a business. Where's your business?
And I'm glad that you are a subscriber because I know you are. Thanks for the coin. Thank you. And it's crazy because at the point where the OnlyFans conversation was brought up, you were mute. But then fast forward when we get to the video shoot, you have so much to say about it. Now is, oh, you doing OnlyFans for however much the price is, you fucking raw. You had all of these things to say, and my whole thing was, it was fake.
You have
your business?
You didn't show us on time. You didn't have an event.
Where's your business?
Bitch, where's your shit at, bitch? Bitch, where's your shit at, bitch? Right. Where's your shit at, bitch? Where's your shit at? Thank you. What did you do? You don't show up on time.
I have businesses.
Bitch, you don't. Only business you got is OnlyFans not doing shit.
Let's be very
OnlyFans ain't doing shit.
Okay.
Bitch. OnlyFans ain't doing shit. And you up
Yeah,
there having sex with people with no condoms. And you an HIV activist. Bitch, bye. Stupid ass.
This is the person who had
HIV activist and doing porn with no condoms. With no condoms.
I don't have nothing to talk to him
Sure
about. I can't talk to a bitch who I got.
Sure down.
I can't talk to a bitch who I got.
Sure down, bitch.
We're not gonna do it. Because when you had the opportunity and you took it and you tried to spray me with some bullets that I loaded the gun with. But listen, you can't spray me about being HIV positive. You can't spray me about increasing my goddamn revenue on social media. If y'all had fans like I do, maybe you girls will have an OnlyFans too.
Short down, bitch.
But what all I'm gonna say is,
short down, bitch.
if you're not gonna talk to him,
We're not gonna do
Short
it.
down, bitch.
When he brought it up, it just seemed like he was so angry, and it was kind of a little off-putting. Like, girl, why are you so? It's like, girl, why you so mad with me? Like, sis, why you mad with me? What have I done to you? It's just one of those things where I feel like it could have been handled in a different light. It could have been handled in a different way. I'll tell you what was said. When I was having a conversation with Jamie after the whole situation was brought to the table, Jamie explained to me that Gerald was the one who wanted to know. He was the one who was making all the inquiries. And I said, I figured that because he always has something to say about everything. It was like me and Jamie comes from the same work environment, so little did you know, y'all would set me up for success. Having Jamie bring the OnlyFans conversation up, it's like, yeah, girl, you know, like, we're trying to mobilize the community, step outside the norm, do things different. He helped me express what I was trying to express. And I'm glad that all of you guys, including you, Miss Gerald Star Jones, you know, y'all are so impressed, so intrigued by my OnlyFans, and I'm glad that you are a subscriber. And he had something to say about the OnlyFans thing from the very first conversation. I didn't say anything. I didn't say nothing that I wouldn't say to him. Like, he always had something to say. Anytime the OnlyFans conversation came up, he had something to say about it. And that's all I said. anger, all that frustration, and all that clout, that's the best way to get a person like me to turn up. Because what I'm not going to do is allow anybody to disrespect me. That's not going to happen.
I heard that G had outed Malik's HIV status at the event, like at Tristan's event. Like, it wasn't even Malik's event, you blowing up on Malik at somebody else's event. But the fact that you exposed that information at that moment, girl. Like, Tristan said his family is not coming to no more of his events, girl. You scarred the people.
You know I love you. What are you doing? What are you doing? Let's go see what we got in here. I know we got some stuff. Right, chastity. Yep. Hello? What's the... You at the door? Yeah. Heard. I'm coming out this junky ass room with KJ. Her birthday boy. I'm sitting here looking for some stuff that I can't even find. Okay, we're coming at the door now. Okay. Okay, bye. Let's go see who at the door. You want to see at the door? You want to see at the door? You know, at the door, I'm out there, everything. Hey girl, hey!
Hello, happy birthday!
Hey, what the hell was that? Who's that? Who is that? You know who that is? Come on, girl.
Oh, you look cute. These little sunflowers.
Girl, you know, some of the pit on, comfortable. What is today, Wednesday? Now I have my baby like every single day, and I love my god baby. Like, it makes me want to have baby fever so bad. But good thing I have the baby, and I can give him right back to his mama. But I love my baby though. And then speaking of that, like having a conversation with my father the other day. Now that was crazy. 31 years.
How long? Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
31 years. I haven't even never heard his voice. Never heard his voice until Friday. What was that day?
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like the 13th, November 30th, November 13th, 2020. 31 years. Never heard his voice, and it was like so weird talking to like a stranger. Like, what do you say? What do you do? How do you come off? And I don't want to come off like I'm bitter, sad, angry, because I'm not.
I'm very one.
But it was cool. He gonna say, you know, I'm proud of you. I see what you've been doing. I don't care, you know, what you are, who you are. Just be who you are. I love it. You always gonna be my baby. Ooh, excuse me, that was a big ass bird.
That's that one.
Hello. And stuff like that. And he was like, you know, I love you. And I was just like, you know, I can't say I love you just yet because I don't know you. It's gonna take time to come up to that. I just can't tell a stranger I love you.
Yeah.
He was like, no, I get it. I'm like, no, I hope you really get it. And also too, and he was like, I really want to be in your life. I hope we can do something with it. I hope we can establish a relationship. And I'm just like, if you want to establish a relationship, make sure you want to establish a relationship.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, just continue doing what you've been doing for 31 years and stay out of my life. Girl, Chaz over to the crib, the palace, the castle over. You know, I don't invite everybody over to the palace because, you know, people don't talk about your palace and they, you know, ain't got time for that. So I invited my homegirl over, Chaz. You know, I haven't seen her in a little minute, so I invited her over to talk about some little plans that I had going on.
That's what you was saying for real. That ain't fair because that's a big ball.
I don't know if I'm gonna have fun or you gonna have fun.
Okay, because clearly you enjoying it.